Okay, it looks like we're live. So welcome back. Today I'm going to be continuing to work on Kano. Okay, so what I've been working on is getting the braces to actually work properly when you undo, right? So it does this auto indentation stuff based on how many brackets there are and things like that. But the issue is with the undo, right? So it works there. That one works, but then the next one does not work, right? So it is one character off. It was supposed to remove that, and then it would work fine, right? But it does not. So it sort of messes up, and then it compounds as well. Right, so see, you're left with that one, so if you do it again, right, you get more and more issues, essentially. So, it's sort of, I think it's just basically off by one. So, yeah, I wanted to fix it last stream, but I had to go before it was done, so that's what I'd like to do today. So let's go to the keys. It's not really even that, though. So, yeah, it's really gonna be in the handle keys. Yeah, so right here. Right here indeed. So, yeah, so it has to do with the end here. I don't remember what I meant with it. Wait, what? Was that the issue for real? No, there's more. Yeah, it has to do with the tabs, it looks like. But it works now like that. Which that's interesting. So why would it not work here? Well, undo that. That one undoes. Undo that, and then there's still the spaces there, the extra spaces. So we need to adjust it based on the amount of indents. Well, we should create an undo for the indents. Can I do that? Right, so that's going to be on the enter key, right? So where is enter? Yes, right here. Mm-hmm. So that is what is not undoing properly now. That one works fine, but it eventually does not when there is too many extra spaces, right? So if I go back there, you see that's where it gets messed up at, right? So it removes the new line, but not the indentation preceding this one. Yeah, so that. Right. Okay. To think about that. So when we insert, we do this. Yeah, so that's obviously not right. Right, I'm just thinking there should be an undo for the indentation as well. Yo, Tim, how you doing? What's up? It's in this one. So should this create find Nix right now? Nice. Nix OS or just the package manager? Mm, right, so what if this well that should create indent. Just inserts characters though, so I don't know why that's not considered. Nix OS, nice. And how is it so far? Ayo, how you doing, Cactus? What's up? What is Ayo? Nix OS? Right, let's try some things. How's it going? Pretty good. Pretty good. How are you? Like it, but you need to get used to the configuration syntax. Right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Mm. So is it worth the hype then? Assuming you you've gotten used to the syntax, right? Would it be worth it? Worth a switch? So can you say hi? Because you got to go. All right. Have a good one. Good luck. Thank you. Mhm. Oops. Hi, Jake. How you doing, Stam? What's up? Not sure who Jake is. Arch is still great, but I think that Nyx would be really great for development environments. Right, right. That's what I've heard. Yeah. I would try Nyx probably, but I am kind of lazy. You know, I don't like reinstalling operating systems and installing new ones and stuff like that. You know, FreeBSD best anyway. For real, for real. Can't argue with that. Gets rid of the new line, but not the tabs. In when to call push up. Baked in Docker. I haven't used Docker too much. I mean, I know the idea of it, but right, Arch, so you're guessing to stay with Nyx for a little bit. Okay. Or you could just be like staying and go back and forth every day. What was I looking at? Yeah, so it's the config. Let's actually. Yeah, buffer.c. Okay. I don't know why I use it. Yeah, that should be 0. I don't know why it keeps changing. Because I'd rather have it be tabs. See, does it work just with tabs then, when it's one character? The rock AO? Yeah, that does not work. Not any different. So, at the cursor. So is that creating an issue? Whoops. Working on fixing lines. Yeah, yeah. There's an issue with the indentation where it does not undo properly, basically. So it just got worse now because of a change that I just made, but usually it leaves like 1 or 2 extra brackets, depending on how many you have, when you try to undo it. So that's what I'm trying to fix. 500 more layers of abstraction for push-ups. 500. Oh yeah, it's at 2500, right? Right, right, right. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like that's too high, but I had it at, what was it before, 1500 or something, and it was too low. So I don't know. I don't know. I want some space. See, that works fine. It works fine like this as well. But then when you go 3D, it messes up the indentation. Right, so that did actually get it removed, but it wasn't in the right order. Okay. I can erase it. I could do one. I could do an Akinator before the end. Yeah, that one might suck. So it's a bit. So I don't need this. Let me go to the actual insert. No, selection. Right? Insert selection. Because that. Well, no, we're at the delete selection. So that is what we're looking at. I guess JavaScript. I'm not sure it can do that. Can it do that? Actually, I know it has characters and what else? Objects? Guess yes. Characters, objects, and animals. It's an object? Does that count? See, I don't think it's an issue with this. It's with actually setting these boundaries. So it should be fine there. Mm, minus one up there, but also do that. Well, no. Minus one because of that brace. Yeah. Yeah. It's really this one that doesn't work though, right? Because when we undo that, that is actually removing that. No, so it's the next one. So this one causes issues. So the end of this one is not correct. Mm, we know that the cursor is at least one here because this is inserted, so that's fine. What is this? Oh, I see, yeah. Hmm. Does it do this? Just guess it. So it does work. Okay. Right to log. Let me push it. Let's remove them. Do not push that. That's interesting. Why? So does this even need to be here at all? Perhaps not. That never gets triggered, so I don't remember why I added that necessarily then. So it never equals that. We create a new one here. So it always equals that, rather. So yeah, it doesn't matter really in that case because they're the same. So undoing it would not do anything. Use a swap file. No, not at the moment. Yeah. Fine opposite brace, and then yeah, chat for real, for real. Okay, there's that. Find the opposite brace. So if it's a brace, it's not a brace. You just create this and do nothing. So is that the issue then? That the issue. Else do you want to push? Right, because otherwise we might create multiple. Right, that was close. Right. Well, create the indent. That's in here. Brian. Brian. Who Brian? Brian Griffin? Yeah, so this is based on the number of braces. That is fine. Right. Should we count the braces though? Because we don't really call that, do we? I feel like this should even be a function, you know? Like just call to the function. Rela, for real. Whoops, I bumped the desk. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. Okay. We do that. We find the other race, right? And it's not always necessarily right. And then we create that at the current cursor. Whoops, at the current cursor position. Do we need to set the end? Well, no, that should be set from here. Right, and this doesn't change the cursor at all, so that doesn't cause anything confusing. Do you want to push at the end of this? See, it looked like there was an extra one, so it does make it work though. Okay, that's not good. So we undid it, yeah, and then it has me. But it looked like it did remove them all in the proper order. There's just an extra one sometimes, so I need to check that. Okay. So why is there... It's because of this? No. See, there's just one extra here that is like copy. So is that this then? Ha ha ha, the rock. There you go. No, that doesn't do anything, no. Well, so that would do something for that. Yeah. So it doesn't quite work with that either. So that needs to be fixed as well. Mirror the rock. Cob coding Kano. Rio. How you doing, Toms? What's up? What's up? Right, so I think that's okay. I want to try to fix that. I will fix an issue with brace. Undo. And do fix. Okay. Yeah, so there's a few more issues, right, that occur. Right, that makes sure that it is all good there. Okay. Right, that the cursor's in the right position basically. And right. When I do this, it doesn't undo properly. It doesn't create one each time. What's that what this is for? Because I did that for a reason. Weird JS. There we go. Okay. So does that fix the issue then? Alright. Yes, that is what that was for. Okay, so that looks good. There's just the extra one. Right there, right? So I can redo that and undo it. It has an extra one. Don't think it'd be cleaner to pass in the whole state for the undo function. Yeah, probably. I think there's a reason I did it that way though. Let me do it. Is it this? I think I call it somewhere else. Right. Like I do pass the whole state because I do use it, but there are other cases where I would be pushing it differently, right? Not in the same way. And I still need the state to set this, you know. Yeah, but there's other cases where it might be a different undo stack, right? So that's why it's like that. I believe at least. I mean, I could be wrong because it has been a while since I have looked through the whole thing. I can search for like this thing. Undo push. Let's see. Maybe they are all that. Right, so most of them are, right? Yeah, but there's other times where we use this one. I feel like this could probably be the same though. I also can't scroll up. I forget how you do that. It's not right. Yeah, no. How do I get out of that? Okay, there we go. Yeah, forgot how to do the scrolling thing. To be able to scroll up and down. Oh yeah, okay. I'll just redirect it. Okay. Yeah, so I guess for this one could be replaced probably. With the other one, it is sometimes a different one. How hard would it be to change cursor shape for different Kano modes? So I looked into that, and I couldn't figure it out, to be honest. Right, yeah, the cursor shape. That was a while ago. Right. Because it didn't look like N-curses had anything like that. At least that worked. Yeah, I'll look into that in a second. In a moment. Yeah. So, oops. Yeah. Yeah, so this one is always the same, it looks like. Yeah, but the other one, it switches sometimes, so. I'm going to use the terminal cursor shape. Beam and beam no mode is just funky. Yeah. Okay. I can try to figure it out. For sure. There. Also doing it cross-platform. Rip grip. Right, so this doesn't exist anymore. Here's the answer that works. Take your time and do it. Yeah, well, that is definitely, it's something that I've been wanting to do, you know. It's kind of flashbang. That's okay. I'll change the thing. Hello, Pra. How you doing? Could hide the cursor and show an arbitrary line. Yeah. There is a way to change it though. You know, like this. Yeah. So can I do this? Will this work? Whoops. Thinking bar. Okay, that might work. What are we doing? Working on Kano. So I just fixed an issue with the undo, right, that I have been working on. And now I'm going to look into the cursor. I'm looking at this first. Fix issue. Number, what's it called? 84, as far as I can tell, you know. Might have to reopen it if I find another issue. But we'll see. So I want to, yeah, look into the cursor thing. So to do that, it'd be right. So I'll go to insert mode. Say so no, insert keys rather. Right, I'll just set it here. So let's see. So if I just sort of print this out, not that one. Where is it? Did I close it? Okay, right here. If I do that, I don't know if it'll work. Hmm. How do you search? You mean in Kano? You do slash, and then search some. It's a bit limited right now. Yes, it is similar to games. Yes. It's like that did not do anything. Handle. I did the wrong one actually. So let's do this one. Actually, it's just 35. This won't be very cross-platform though. How's it implemented? I basically searches from where you're at, and it'll go forward and try to find. I don't remember exactly how it works. It might just actually compare, like in a not very optimal way, where it just compares each one. But I don't remember exactly. I can look at that. It's a bit limited because it wasn't super high priority. I forgot what I was working. Yeah, so I think it worked. But it does work here, but not in. Change it there. Okay, and then it does change it like that. So it needs to be refreshed then. Must be slow as JS, probably. Reset. Did not reset it. How do I get it to? I need to echo like normal. So this is normal, right? Okay. And it did not refresh it, but then when I leave, it will. Right. So that is right. So what would I have to do to make that work? Might not work within n curses. I can look at the search really quick. Don't want to get sidetracked, but I'll just take a look at it to remember how it works. So I can see. Maybe not. Skip to character. That's not. Search. Oh yeah, I guess it's here, right? Yeah, search. Okay, so it does that, and yeah, it just string compares each position basically. Yeah, and it wraps around and stuff, but it's not very efficient. I can implement a better algorithm, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Flashbang again, Dark Reader. Percent, right? But that's not what I want. I'm not talking about the mouse pointer though, so that's not right. Right, is there a way to refresh it though? So when you exit, right? Because it did work, actually. No, I'm thinking, right? Because I left it and then entered back in, and it did work. So do something like that. So how would that work? President of the U.S. for real, for real. Let's stay like that. So there's a way to change it. How does it refresh? I don't know. Democratic. Democracy. Democratic. Yes. Cursor shape. With that, gets reset. Flashbang again. That's okay. It's not as bad if I leave this open. Democratic? I don't know. Switch the prompt. The C, yes. Big C. Demo Big C Ratic. Oh. Oh, demo C. Okay, I see. Oh, I didn't know that's how you meant that. I see what you're saying now. I see. I see. What do I think? Set. Is that a thing? That's not exactly right. Not the commit, but demo crustic. Rust. How about dem crux? We go. I didn't do that right, but that's okay. Okay. Escaped. Not really clearing it though. It's clearing it. I think it's pretty much the same. So I don't think it worked. Yeah. What if I tried to execute that command? You know? Go back to here. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. No, blinking bar. Cursor just flowed real. No, it's not right one. Wait, what is the... Oh, shoot, I see. Okay. Automats are saying. This seems to be escape. Okay. I don't think that's gonna make it any different, but... Well, here we go. Yeah, it does. Still does do that, but... Let me look at the crash, right? And it ends. So where's the end? End win. Yeah, it calls end win. So what if I do that work? Okay, wait, that's closer. That's closer. So it took one update, but that's okay. So then, what about going back, right? So in the normal mode, we need to do the other, right? Normal. Yeah, then I have to do the thing as well. Hmm. I did the wrong one, that's why. Got to actually change it. So I think it's 30. It's 30. Let's take a second. Let me do it not in Alacrity because that actually adds it away. Yeah, alright, so it has to be updated one time. That's actually because of how it's handled, right? So I can fix that by updating it based on the mode. But yeah, so there we go. So that'll work, and then I can use the other ones for any other one. So I'll need to think like what other ones I used. You know? For Vim, use that. I guess it's a steady cursor, not really that. Visual mode, that's the same. Search it like highlights it, but that's not the cursor. So I think that'll work. So yeah, let's just grab this and maybe actually make a function for that in the tools, right? Void function. Right, so this can just be handle what is it handle? It's basically the cursor shape. Right, based on the current state. Which I think is in the state. Well, not the state, but rather the mode, right? Switch state. I think that mode, I think is what it's called. And in case normal is visual is and we'll be back, and then case insert will be back. Right, so I think that's pretty much all. So this is the normal one. This is insert normal. 35. Alright, let's save that. Go, actually, let me do that. And then get rid of this. And this one. Okay, and then in just the, I think here from the name, basically each iteration, I'll just call, something like that. That needs to be like this. Right, and then it will be called before the update. Search is not handled. Okay, yes, there is some other things. So I'll just do that, and then case, count, and then also default. We'll assert false, and then unusual, right? So we shouldn't ever get this one. Okay. So the escape does take a second, but that's because of the delay. If I run it from here, it's not the right one. Yeah. Okay, so it is because of that. So I can actually use Control C to switch that, and that will do it instantly. Because Alacrity has a delay on escape. Yeah, but so now it switches. Could use other ones as well. I think the blinking one is actually right. Is that right? I kind of like it blinking. And then it doesn't blink when you're typing, of course. I don't mind that. Okay. Oh, wait, did I have an issue for that? Because that's been something that I've been meaning to for a while. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought this closed. Should have closed. So that's one thing. He's there. I don't see it. It doesn't look like there is. I don't know why that thing closed. I would just close it anyway, that's fine. Okay. So it doesn't reset when I exit though. I should probably do that, right? Yeah, just kind of reset it to default. So thinking, right? I guess it could just be the normal one. Let's see, what do we handle the quit, right? Or well, the two front. We can't really call that. What's his name? Is text editor? It is called Kano, right here. There you go. That is the text editor that I'm using and also working on at the moment. So we don't have that. Okay, what if I do the print statement? It out. Something like that still. But print out the default one. Okay, there we go. So that works. That looks good. I can commit that. It looks all right. And I can make that customizable as well in the future. Okay, I'm not used to that at all. Switching the cursor because I've been using Kano without that for a while. Doesn't seem to push me quickly. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Okay, that looks like it works fine. So there we go. Very cool. I feel like I should bookmark this. Okay. JavaScript. Yeah, I'm not gonna work on that. Assembly. Right. So this one. I need to create a new release for it as well. Multi-buffer. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah, basically all these ones. I will not. The new features. I'm not gonna do that until KanoScript is implemented. Help page. Well, we sort of have that, right? We need inside of Kano. Okay. Yeah. Set bar doesn't work, but that's fine. This is kind of once this one is done, then this will be irrelevant. So that's fine. Might work on this. So paste when you paste, if you have a new line, it should create it basically. If the first, how does it work exactly? If the first character is a new line, then we want to go to the end line and insert from there rather than where we're at. I think it's something like that. So let me try that. It's gonna be keys, right? So paste, right? Paste, and we insert selection. So let's look at the clipboard. Print that out. Brian, for real. If the clipboard and data 0 equals a new line. Then we want to set buffer cursor equal to the end of the line. Right? If I don't know what that is, I need to get the current row. Equals get buffer get row. And then we need to use the buffer data row .a. Right, I think that is how you do that, if I remember correctly. And it should set it to the end of the row. There's nothing in data, so it's called dot stir, I guess. Uh, Odinal? I apologize, I probably mispronounced that. I just followed. Thank you. Yes. Appreciate it. That doesn't work. This should be a yep. This should be a row. No, wait, hang on. Roughly rows. Not big. There we go. Yes. Yank that. It's not quite right. Not quite. Also not do that somewhere. Wondering if your NeoVim config is updated on your GitHub. Well, I'm not using NeoVim anymore, so it is not. My current I'm using my own text editor, and basically the default config is what I use. So that is what I'm using at the moment. My NeoVim is still the same as what's on the GitHub. And hello, how you doing, fan, I guess. Wait, what was that? Yeah, so neat. Did not work like right. I need this. Right, yeah, that doesn't work either. But if I go like that, again, then okay, that'll work. So you have to update the copy when we do a double yank, basically. Y1. Setting the keys. Right here. Yank the line. Starting messing with making your own version of a dynamic array in C++ to make it more tailored to your specific needs. Nice, nice. So how's that going? I'm not super familiar with C++. I have used it before, but I don't know a whole lot about the intricate things of it. Yeah, for that. So I don't know how you would go about doing that in like a C++ style way, essentially. The thing that confuses you is that it is somehow faster than standard vector, and you don't know why. How is that implemented? I'm gonna pull it up. I think you can get the implementation, right? Because it's probably because it has a lot of things that it has to consider, right? Is there the code of it? Okay, I think this is it. It's actually late, but let me do that. There's a lot of stuff here. I can't read any of this. Go to regular vector. I guess not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know how this works actually at all. I don't know why it would be faster necessarily, though. I'm sure there is a good reason, though. Where, like, sacrifices some performance for security or something like that. I would assume. I don't remember how this works. It's the line. Where is the regular one? Because that's a visual thing. Okay, I see. And it's kind of cool, but it feels annoying to calculate. That is fair. Probably gets less annoying the more familiar you get with it, though, right? The reallocations. Okay, I see. Mm, that would make sense. If it does have to conserve, like, conserve memory, then it has to reallocate more. Something like that. What's this one? So I need to update the yank line. Can I do that? So this, what if we just do to the end instead of the start? You know? Well, we can't do start -1 if it's the beginning of the row. Right. But otherwise, we can do start -1. You go switch back to Arch and just use Nick Shell. Okay. Chain the assembly. Standard vector is the implementation I have. It used operator new and member. Okay. And you just use realloc. I don't know why realloc would be faster. I see. Right. There is that new. I'm remembering now. Right. How you do allocations in C++. So you're using like the C realloc type thing. Right. So this won't select that. So maybe if we look at the end. What is that actually? Right, at the end, the last one is a new one. We do that, and then we go to the end. We might have to insert a new one as well. Probably. Greater than 0. Greater than 1. Not seem to be quite right. Reality is just so goated. He knows so much, for real. That's the one. That one is new line. Yeah, let me see this tree. Right, it might actually, it doesn't look like it copies that at all, though. Oh, okay, it does. So if we go there, and then we do insert character, buffer, move on. Cannot type. I cannot type. Okay. You enjoyed the speed benefit? Just like to understand why. Right, right. State first. Okay. State. Uh, okay, that's right. Did insert an extra one though. In that case. Oh shoot. I didn't consider that. We do this. Shoot. Okay. So if there's no new line at the end, I see. Makes you scared that something isn't handled. Some weird edge case with some crazy OOP feature. That seems pretty likely, actually. So, yeah. Count for new line, right? But doesn't, if there's no new line at the end, then it doesn't add that. Right, so here, yeah, there is no new line, so it doesn't do that. But here, there is a new line, so it will work. It actually does insert an extra one, so we don't need that. Doesn't work without it. Hmm. Okay. Because we had the new line at the end. Right. I just want to use. Just want to. Whoops. Get rid of it. Right. Because I'm trying to make it like that. Because, you know, if I get this one, yeah, it does do a new line. There. It doesn't insert an extra one. So really, I just need to change how I copy it. So oh, okay, and it gets appended on, I see. So, yes, we can't really just insert it like that, but that's fine. Yeah, but when we don't insert this, it doesn't have it at the beginning. I try to cut it off, but I don't like that solution. Yeah, it does work. Maybe not. Yeah. Huh. Right. Set it to the end, and then we insert the new line, but really the new line should be at the start. So that's what the whole deal is. So let's go here. And we need to change this. So it's still going to be one more size, but we need to do this. Current.start. So where is current? This. We need to do -1 if current does not equal 0, then say equals. Right, that would get the new line, and we need to then well, it still needs to be that. How does it grab that then? Oh yeah, so that'll be right then. And it would make it from the start. Offset, oh shoot. Okay, offset is passed, so that's not gonna work. Where do we use offset? Oh yeah, right there. Okay, I see. Mm, I see. It actually will. So this is yeah, so, oops. Segment. Okay, yeah, so yanking it then caused that. That's interesting. So that one worked. Interesting. But yanking it on the first line does not work. Oh shoot, because we need to set this equal to 0 by default, that's why. Yeah, and then it has a new line at the start, so we don't need any of that. But if it has a new line at the start, then we want to go to the end. We don't have to insert it. We go to the end. Yeah. I don't deal with that. What's there? Right, so that is sort of how I'd want that to be. We should go probably to the next line as well, but to the end of the selection. Mm, that's fine. I will work that way. So it doesn't quite work on the first line. Just like that. Ooh, yeah, because it doesn't have that. So we need to, that's one too far. If the row is 0, then once you basically append a new line to it. Mm. Is that right? Well, one at the beginning. So we can do science plus plus. Right, so that would be offset by 1, and then we can set to the beginning. So beginning append. The append's not going to work there because of how that is set up. Set the so I'm just gonna do it like that. Okay. I just did that. The whoops, topmost one. I bumped into the desk. My bad. Topmost one to that. We could even do it after a reality. Not exactly. Which side is here? Okay, yes, that doesn't quite work. I think because this is going to be 0, right? The len will be 0, so I don't know that it's going to be allocated though. Probably is not. So really, we need to allocate this before. So here. Then it works, but it won't look like this. Yeah, so it doesn't grab like that. Doesn't insert an extra one. I didn't do that. Oh shoot, because the size is still too much. Then we can still do that. Okay. Well, no, we can't. That might cause an issue, though. Okay. Let's go in about 10 minutes. But it's looking pretty good, I think. Pretty close. I want to fix the cursor so it actually works properly. But yeah, but then if I still yank like that, it should, yeah, it just inserts right in there. So that looks pretty good. It needs more testing, but I think I can get that. So we can progress on copy pasting to and yeah, so I'll fix cursor and then I think I can close the issue. So yeah, what I want to do is after we insert the selection, I want to set the buffer cursor plus equals what is it? So it's state clipboard. Is that what it is? Data. Data is data. So I think it's clipboard.run. That might actually be all. Yeah, then it goes to the end. Is that how we're doing it? Goes to the beginning of the row? I wonder if that would cause an issue. If I go, you know, just plus plus. Yeah, I can check with that. Yeah. Then it would work like how, yeah, so that's pretty good, I think. I think that's good. Okay, I don't necessarily want to do that though unless it's, unless it is this case, right? So how can I check that, right? Where I could do it twice. Also, I need to do it after this. So plus plus. Okay. Yeah, alright, so that looks right. And then now I do need to check the battery, so I'll do that. So that, and the cursor is less than the data count. Put that on a new line. Okay, so that should be good. Alright, so I think, yeah, I think we're good. So I do about have to go, so I'll close the issue, and then should be good. So hit close number 83. Now copy pasting will, let's copy paste. Okay, pretty good. I want to make sure it closed, because it didn't close before. Yeah, alright, good. Good, good. Okay. Yes, indeed. So I will test it some more, probably off stream. But that's gonna be about it. So, just need to check really quick. Seeing if there is... No. Okay, yes, that's gonna be it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.